The Irishman Scorsese's film follows Hoffa's hitman and right-hand man, Frank Sheeran, premiered on Netflix in 2019. He narrates the story centered on the participation in the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. In the film, Hoffa is played by Al Pacino, Sheeran, and the prosecutor Kennedy are both played by Robert De Niro and Jack Huston, respectively. Well, here's what you need to know about Jimmy Hoffa's disappearance. On July 30, 1975, at about 2 p.m., Hoffa arrived at the Matches Red Fox restaurant in Bloomfield Township parking lot to meet Detroit mob enforcer Anthony Giacalone. He called his wife at 2:15 p.m. and told his wife he was stood up. 62-year-old Jimmy Hoffa was never seen or heard of again. He was declared legally dead in 1982. So many theories try to explain how he disappeared and what actually happened to him. Which theories make more sense? Keep watching and let's find out. His green Pontiac Grandville was found empty in the Matches Red Fox parking lot the next morning. After a missing persons report was filed, the case and investigation was actively opened on September 22, 1975, to investigate what would become one of the 20th century's most famous unsolved mysteries. More than 40 years down the line, everyone is still clueless as to what happened to former union boss Jimmy Hoffa. Many assumptions and theories have been put out concerning his disappearance. Jimmy Hoffa has been declared legally dead, but however, the case still remains an open investigation. Theories have emerged about Hoffa since he was reported missing in 1975. Most of them have been tied to books, films, and even funny skits. Saturday Night Live depicted Jimmy Hoffa inside R2-D2 in the Star Wars film in 1977. Sylvester Stallone played a character about Hoffa in Fist in 1978. Some years later, he was again played by Robert Blake in Blood Feud, a film that narrated and depicted Hoffa's confrontations with Robert F. Kennedy. One presumption from the get-go was that Jimmy Hoffa was murdered by mobsters who didn't want him to regain power and control of the Union, with the notion that his body might turn up somewhere, which has led to many false leads, the well-known one being that he may have been buried in the cement foundation of Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This false lead, as put forth by self-described hitman Donald Tony the Greek Francos in a 1989 Playboy magazine interview, stated Hoffa had been buried under Section 107 of the Giant Stadium, where the FBI searched and found nothing. Another theory emerged again, coined by Joseph Franco in the 1987 book Hoffa's Man, claiming that Hoffa had been abducted by federal marshals or federal agents, taken to a nearby airport, and dropped out of a plane, possibly into one of the Great Lakes in Michigan. And again, there was no evidence to support his claim. A Chicago official reviewed the book and said that New York Times reporter Richard Hammer, who helped Franco with the book, writes in the introduction that the stories have the ring of truth, which may be true or false in this case. We know what it reeks of. Before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more exciting content and updates. Following this, another theory coined by an ally, Frank Sheeran, claimed that Hoffa was killed at a Detroit house. The film The Irishman was then narrated based on this theory, with Sheeran played by Robert De Niro. And once again, police searched and ripped up floorboards in the house, but the FBI Forensics Crime Lab concluded that the blood found on them did not belong to Jimmy Hoffa. Self-described mafia murderer Charles Allen, who served some jail time with Jimmy Hoffa and participated in the Federal Witness Protection Program, told the U.S. Senate committee that Jimmy Hoffa was murdered following the orders of alleged New Jersey crime mob figure Anthony Tony Pro Prumzano. His body was later cut into pieces and dumped into a swamp in Florida. The FBI yet again never found enough evidence to back up the claim. Some reports even say Charles Allen was trying to sell the story to make money. In the New Jersey junkyard theory, New Jersey mob hitman Richard a.k.a. the Iceman Kuklinski, in his 2006 book, The Iceman, Confessions of a Mafia Contract Killer, claimed he killed Hoffa in Michigan, drove his body to a New Jersey junkyard, sealed it in a 50-gallon drum, and set it on fire. He later put the body in the trunk of a car, and it was sold as scrap metal. He said he received $40,000 for the job done. The FBI, this time, said they doubted the claim, with the former chief of organized crime investigations for the New Jersey Division of Criminal Justice stating that it was just insane that they took a body from Detroit, where they have one of the biggest lakes in the world, and drove it all the way back to New Jersey. Come on, Bob Pacino said. For more than 40 years and after so many theories, the search still continues. And whenever you hear the name Jimmy Hoffa, you cannot help but ask, what really happened to him? That's all for today. Get informed and stay connected with us by commenting down below. Let us know what your theory is. Thanks for watching.